reach your heart. May the song reach your heart.
At one time. Yo, so Super Bowl is here. We're finally at the final football game of the year. We have the Eagles. We have the Chiefs. This is what it's all about. I'm so excited. And we're going to give our predictions for the game, sort of analysis, what we think might happen, what we think needs to happen in order for each team to win. And then we'll give our picks. So, here I was, as I was driving, I was thinking like, man, the Eagles, they're obviously the most talented team, but they haven't played an elite QB in a while. And they've dealt with adversity, right? But they've never been in a situation where they have to a shootout. They haven't been in a real shootout, right?
At least with the Jalen Hurts.
And so I have my concerns. Experience is one thing. They don't have really much experience except maybe, there's a few guys that's been on the team before that's won, like Jason Kelsey and Brandon Graham and stuff like that. But in terms of the head coach, the quarterback, some of the receivers as well, they haven't been there before. So I'm a bit concerned with that as well. And I think one of the things that's going to tell me how this game is going to go is who scores a touchdown first. Do you agree? Because you talked about this before with the Eagles, is that when it comes to playing down, like when somebody scores first, they're not a team that is used to trying to come back from leads, right? So the Chiefs, they're a high-powered offense, mainly because of Patrick Mahomes, that offensive line, and Travis Kelsey. If the Chiefs go down first possession and score a touchdown first, how will the Eagles respond? Will they just stick to the run?
They probably will.
Or will they go to trying to air it out? Or let's say the Chiefs go up 10-0. How will the Eagles respond? And that's what I'm scared of. The fact that the Eagles are not used to being down, coming back, being in a shootout. Can the Eagles go off script and win? Because on script, they're the best team. But off script, I'm not confident. The Chiefs, on the other hand, it doesn't matter. They'll go on script, they'll go off script. They have a second way of doing things. While the Eagles, they have this one way, mainly because they're not used to it. And Jalen Hurts, he's not a guy. He's not Patrick Mahomes. He's not a Joe Burrow. He's not a Josh Allen who they can play from behind. They can go to a shootout. They can do shootouts. That's not who he's been. So I'm concerned. What about you when it comes to this game?
I'm not sure how the validity of this report, but they said the Chiefs is dealing with some type of illness.
I saw that.
So a few players are sick. Take some freaking Mucinex and you'll be all right. But
yeah.
All right. So here's what I really think. I think, obviously, on paper, you look at the amount of dudes, you look at the rosters, you be like, oh yeah, the Eagles should win this one.
Mm-hmm.
But you got the biggest wild card in the league on the other team, Pat Mahomes. And not only do you have Pat Mahomes, you got the best tight end, a top 3 tight end in NFL history, Travis Kelsey. And then you also got Andy Reid, who is 3-0 against the Eagles since he's left. And it's just both teams hit their stride at relative the same time. But the Chiefs got a big monkey off their back, which is being the Bengals. Because everybody, the Bengals, they won the last 3 matchups. When one at the championship, AFC championship game last year. So that getting that Joe Burrow bug off their back, sound like, okay, we back. You know, we've been here before. They had players in the Super Bowl not too long ago, and they also have young, hungry guys that's ready to finally get the opportunity to play in the Super Bowl. So I think that it all going to depend. I'm gonna take this isn't the prediction, but I trust the Chiefs more in this situation because Nick Sirianni, he's a good coach, but you know it's the Super Bowl. You know, hey, it's the Super Bowl. Anything can happen.
Yeah, you can't because
I'd rather roll with the guys that's been here before.
Yeah, because in the Super Bowl, a lot of times you're gonna have to go off script. You can't go off of just, okay, here's the game plan and we're just gonna execute the game plan. Like sometimes you're gonna have to freelance. You're gonna have to make things up as it happens, and that's what I'm scared about when it comes to the Eagles. And another thing with Patrick Mahomes, he has an offensive line now. Like when they played the Buccaneers, the reason why they lost is because he didn't have no offensive line. Dude was being chased left and right. Now he has an offensive line where he can look to and say, okay, I'm gonna be protected. I'll be able to have 4 seconds to be able to throw the ball, and that's scary. And that's the reason why they're in this game, is because he's able to do what he needs to do, and also Travis Kelce's greatness. And the thing is that the Eagles, because they don't have really good coverage linebackers.
Yep.
Travis Kelce, man, it's going to be a handful. It's going to be a real handful with Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce, if the Eagles can win this game, they have to neutralize Travis Kelce. They have to. Because if they don't, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a really long day. And so, man, who do I pick this game? I went back and forth. I was like, man, at first I was like Eagles all day, every day. I was in the car. I was like, man, might be the Chiefs. I'm going to have to go with the Chiefs. I got to go with the Chiefs this game. I know that the Eagles have the more talented team. They got Pro Bowlers left and right.
All pros and all that.
Jalen Hurts, he was runner-up for MVP. But I just
still a blowout.
But I just think that, number one, Patrick Mahomes having 2 weeks to rest that ankle, and then also having an offensive line that can protect him. And then the defense has been playing hot, albeit the Bengals, the offensive line, they were injured, but still they've been hot. What they did against Trevor Lawrence, what they did against Joe Burrow. Steve Spagnuolo, he's been doing really good, dialing up blitzes, dialing up different sort of coverages. Man, I just think that what's going to happen is that the Chiefs are going to score first. They're going to score a touchdown, maybe get it to 10 points. And I think that the Eagles, they're going to make the Eagles have to throw. And when Jalen Hurts is in a position where he's going to have to throw the ball more than running the football, it's going to be problematic. And I think that it's not going to work. And the Chiefs are going to win this game. What do you think?
I think this game is going to go like this. I believe the Chiefs come out and get a score early. It may not be the first drive, but I do think they get the first TD of the game. So then I think the Eagles come back, and I think they match it because they'll still be able to run the ball and do the things they normally do. And then I think the Chiefs will go down, probably get a field goal or something. The Eagles get stopped, then the Chiefs go and score another touchdown, so they'll extend the lead. 8-17 to. Is my math off? Whatever. They'll be up by 10 at that point.
Yeah.
And then I think we'll start to have to see, the Eagles go more off script and get into their passing bag. And it's not going to be that good. I don't think it's going to go that good for them. And also, the reason I'm not too confident in the Eagles, especially their defense, their front seven is amazing, and their cornerbacks is decent. But they do got CJ back, but I've seen their defense get thrown on. Dak Prescott carved them up for 300.
And to think about this,
And-
they
and
haven't
that-
gone against elite offenses either that much. Like they went against Dallas, which is by statistical metrics, they're an elite offense.
Right.
And then against San Francisco, come on now, you had Brock Purdy, and then he
John
went out,
Johnson.
and then John Johnson, and then the Giants, you have Daniel Jones, and the offense is not really tailor made. That like it's not talented that much.
Exactly.
So they haven't gone against an elite offense, and this is like an elite offense like no other with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce and Andy Reid. So, yeah, continue.
And like, the Chiefs has got so many dudes they can just throw at you. It's just like, okay, who we gonna sacrifice this play? Because it's nearly like pick your poison. Because them linebackers, they not guarding Travis Kelce. They gonna have to find someone. They gonna have to try to put
A safety on
CJ
them.
or something on them, because if they put TJ Edwards on Kazir, it's gonna be cooked food out there.
Well, the thing that will be interesting is, will they go to the sort of coverage where you double Travis, but then you're going to leave a wide receiver open?
You can't do that,
Or are you going to go just, all right, F it, we're just going to go
because
man-to-man
both of those
with him?
running backs can catch out the backfield.
Or just say F it, we're just going to go man-to-man with Travis Kelce and just pray that we're able to get to Mahomes or get a pick or something. Like, I think that you have to go man-to-man, even though Travis Kelce is that dude, because if you double him, you can see in the coverage, you can see that Patrick Mahomes, he finds a way to get somebody open. And I don't know if McCole Hardman's going to play, but I know that the receivers that got injured in the game against the
They're
Bengals are going to
playing?
play, for sure.
course.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, I think I got the Chiefs. What about you? You got the Chiefs, too?
Yeah, I got the Chiefs. I think the score will be 35-28.
Whew, 35-28. I don't know about that. I think they'll.
I hope it's a shootout. I'm not trying to have another.
I don't think
defensive-type
it's
Super
gonna
Bowl
be
game.
35.
I don't know. You don't know. Hey man, you never know.
I don't think it's gonna be 35 because I think that the Eagles defense better than the Bengals.
I mean, obviously. but-
Even though the Bengals defense is not too shabby, especially that defensive coordinator who's getting head coaching interviews from the Cardinals. I forgot his name, but he's really good. But yeah, I think that the Eagles. I think this will be a. I was right about the last score, just not the
right,
team.
Let Aaron cook.
Let me cook real quick. All right. What was the score of what was the score against the Chiefs and the 49ers? Like I forgot what
was
that
like
was.
24 to something. Let me see.
Let me check because that defense was really good.
Yeah.
But they had Tyreek Hill. Let me say 49ers versus Chiefs Super Bowl. What was the score on that one? Oh, 31-20.
Oh.
Whoo, wait. Let me check again. That was Super Bowl 31-20. Man, okay. Damn, they were down 10 that game too. What the hell?
It
Wait
was
a
real
minute.
close in the fourth
Wait a
quarter,
minute.
but then the Chiefs ran away with it because Jimmy G missed that deep throw
Yeah.
to I forgot who it was, but he was wide open. He just
Yeah,
overthrew
I
him.
remember. I think it was.
So then the game just got out of control.
Yeah, I think Emmanuel Sanders.
It might have been
Yeah.
because the Chiefs was down.
Yeah, they
for
were
the whole
down
game,
10,
I
like
believe.
7. They were down 10 with 7 minutes remaining. Wow. Okay, so for the simple fact that I think that it's going to be a challenge for the Eagles' passing game, I'm going to say that it will be. I'm going to go 30. I think that the Eagles going to hit some field goals. So I'm going to go 30. 23.
That's interesting.
30-23. Because I think what will happen is I think that the Eagles, even though they're gonna struggle, I think they're gonna they're gonna get some field goals. I think they'll have an opportunity to tie it eventually, but they're not gonna cash in. I think that the Chiefs are gonna be up maybe double digits or something. Maybe they'll be up 10 points, and the Eagles kick a field goal, right? And they may get a stop, but with the amount of time that they have and the fact that they're gonna have to throw the ball, I think that's going to happen. It's going to be 30-23 Chiefs. And Patrick Mahomes see the second Super Bowl.
Okay. I think Dang, I had a point I forgot to bring up. Dang, what? I literally had it right in my mind and I forgot.
It had to deal with the Super Bowl, right? It had to deal
Yeah,
with
it was a Super Bowl.
Was it about Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes? Was it about the game plan?
I'll let you count.
It's all good. It's all good. We'll get back to it. So last week I sort of talked about the
I remember.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was the MVP curse.
That's a good one because I think there was this whole sort of narrative, right, where it's like I think that every time a quarterback whatever wins the MVP or something, I think the runner
Super Bowl.
I think the runner up or somebody who doesn't win MVP, they win. So
yeah, the last MVP to win the Super Bowl was Kurt Warner, and after that has been 0-9 ever since.
Man, but Patrick Mahomes, he's a 1-1.
Yeah,
so he might be an outlier. So
yeah, he was the first to do a lot of stuff. So he could very well break that curse.
Tom Brady, 28-3. Just saying, Tom Brady, he was able to beat the odds. So Patrick Mahomes, he's been able to do it. Shoot, against the Bengals, I didn't think he could do it with that talent. So yeah, I still got the Chiefs.
Yeah, I still got the Chiefs though.
So, but anywho, back to what I was saying. So like last week, I talked about this debate, right? In terms of it was Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, and I wanted to get your insight on this. Do you think that Patrick Mahomes will surpass Tom Brady as the GOAT?
That's going to be a tall feat because he's going to have to win like at least 6 Super Bowls.
Do you think he needs to win 6 in order to be the GOAT?
Yes.
Let's say he has like he's broken all the records, and let's say he only lost the Super Bowl once, but he has like 5. He has all the records. He's won 5.
All the records and won 5 Super Bowls.
Yeah, like all the passing records, and he's won 5.
I think he'd have a very good argument. Because then, the only thing Brady would have over him was rings. Yeah. But then he'd have everything else, so I guess he would be the GOAT. Or the greatest. You know what I'm saying?
So just subtract that. Do you think he will be able to dethrone Brady as the GOAT?
I don't think so. I think it's too soon. He's on that trajectory currently. If he wins some more but like, I don't know. I think that's a tall task.
It's a tall mountain to climb.
Yeah.
Is it why you say that?
Cause I don't think, first of all, I don't think Andy Reid is going to be like Belichick and stay in coaching. Because Andy Reid getting old. I think he's going to retire.
Yeah, he's like 60 maybe
in a few more years. After a few more seasons. So I don't really see that Brady Belichick type ordeal where they'll be so familiar in the philosophy they'll just keep winning. I don't think I will see that.
And then Travis Kelce's 33.
Yep.
So that's gonna be problematic. I agree with you. I just don't think that Patrick Mahomes will be able to surpass Brady as the GOAT. Like Brady, look at the Super Bowls. Like it was a lot of luck involved. Like a lot of things had to transpire for him to get to get 7. Like nobody thought he was gonna be able to get 6. Like the fact that he got 6 is amazing. Like
yeah,
because you look at Michael Jordan winning 6 championships, which is a feat of its own. But the way how hard it is to get a Super Bowl compared to an NBA championship. The fact that Brady was able to get 6 Super Bowls compared to Michael Jordan's NBA championships is a feat alone, and that was just crazy. And the fact he was able to get 1 more than the GOAT of NBA basketball, and people think he might be the GOAT of all sports, is a feat of itself. And to do it with another team.
Yeah.
Without Belichick.
Yep.
Man.
Beat the allegations.
And then against Patrick Mahomes. Think about that for a second. Because imagine, I said this last week. Imagine if Jordan and LeBron played in the NBA Finals and Jordan won. There would be no debate.
Yeah.
So when you look at Mahomes versus Brady, Brady beat Mahomes twice in the playoffs. One in New England, on the road, in Kansas City, and one in the Super Bowl. So Man, Mahomes
I
is
mean,
gonna
to
be so
be fair
hard.
though, Brady wasn't doing anything outstanding in that Super Bowl. The defense was doing most of the work.
I think he had like 2 touchdowns. He still played solid. It wasn't like he was throwing interceptions. It wasn't like he was himself the first Super Bowl or the second Super Bowl. No, he still contributed. He wasn't a bus rider. He was a bus driver somewhat. He drove the bus a little bit.
Honestly,
He didn't drive it the entire
in
time.
a few more years, people will see that 2020 playoff run from the Brady was not that special.
He beat Aaron Rodgers.
Didn't he throw like 2
He
picks
did.
that
He
game?
did. He did. I give you
And
that.
some questionable
But he
officiating.
won. But he did win. There is a lot of luck involved, but he did win, and he has 7 Super Bowls.
Man was having a close game with Taylor.
And then he was 44 when he did it. Think about that. 44 years old, win a first year in the NFC, you beat Aaron Rodgers, go to the Super Bowl, and then you beat Patrick Mahomes. 44. That's very
That
impressive.
defense did most of the heavy lifting though.
I do agree. And then Leonard Fournette, he also had a great game as well. So, but he did drive the bus a little bit. It wasn't like he was on the in the back seat falling asleep, and then all of a sudden he wakes up and we're already at our destination. Like, he did drive the bus a little bit. Got to give him a little bit of credit. But I agree, the defense was part of the reason why they won, and the running game. So yeah, it's just gonna be a hard mountain to climb for Patrick Mahomes. But it's what percentage of a chance do you give him?
30.
30%? That's high. That's very high. I give him like 10%. You give him 30. That's high.
I mean, I only say that because like QBs are playing longer.
They are, but his style of play though, like he gets like his ankle be getting messed up and everything.
I mean, Brady had injuries in his career though.
He really had. He had like one major one, and then the rest he's been just starting for the most part. He hasn't really missed a game since that ACL injury.
Pat Mahomes hadn't really missed games either though.
Shit, like what was it? Last year or was it the year before? He missed like maybe a game or two, and they had the backup playing. I forgot. I think they played the Packers. I remember one time and they had like the backup playing, and then there was the year they went to the Super Bowl. I think he got injured. I think it was during a QB sneak or whatever. So he's missed some games before, and then I just think that it's so hard for Patrick Mahomes to just be like Brady, where he's going to be in the game. He's going to play 17-game seasons every single year. It's very hard because we saw early in his career, he's missed time. He's missed games before. Not a whole lot, maybe 1 or 2, but he's missed games before, and this is like early in his career, like the first 3 years in his career. So I give it 10% because Travis Kelce's age, Andy Reid's age, the fact, you're going to have to pay him again, and you're going to have to put pieces around. Like, it's a lot of variables. It's a lot of variables. And I don't think that Patrick Mahomes, will Patrick Mahomes take a pay cut? He did sign that $500 million contract. And
it spanned like over 10 years.
Yeah, and then it was kind of a pay cut, but his second contract, like, will he do the same sort of thing where he takes a little bit of a pay cut?
He might.
So it's just a lot of different things where it's hard to really say. But yeah,
listen. He already made 5 straight AFC championship games.
Yeah,
all on his home field. So I mean, like, he's going at an alarming rate.
He is. I still give it 10% because it's a high mountain to climb. Like 7 Super Bowls is hard to eclipse.
Like, him and Giannis are on that same trajectory.
Giannis?
Yeah.
No.
Think about it.
No.
Giannis made he ain't make the ECF last year, but they won a ring around the same time. Well, except Pat Mahomes came into the league dominating, but then it took Giannis a minute to get to that best in the world spot. But, like, they're in it every year. You look at the Bucks, you look at the Chiefs, it's like they're in it every year.
No, it's not. No, they're not comparable. They're not. They're not because Patrick Mahomes, first year MVP. First season started MVP. Second year, won the Super Bowl. Third year, AFC Championship game. Fourth year in the Super Bowl again. Like, no, bro, no. Actually, no, my bad. First year MVP, AFC Championship game. Second year, Super Bowl. Third year, Super Bowl again, but lost. Fourth year, AFC Championship game, lost. Fifth year, Super Bowl. Like, it's not even comparable, bro. It's not.
Wait till we Giannis do this.
And he about to win. And he won
June.
another MVP. Like, bro.
Don't they got the same MVPs?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, he went to the Super Bowl 3 times in 5 years. Like, it's not comparable.
Giannis will be back this summer.
His first 5 years starting. Like, no, bro, no. And he's the undisputed best player in the world.
Yep.
While Giannis, in 2001, 2021, it was still an argument. People still
They
arguing.
were foolish.
They were, but there was still an argument. They're like, nah, KD is better than him. Nah, this guy is better than him. Like,
they didn't know no better. Don't pay him no more.
Oh my. Okay. Well, yeah. So yeah, that's. Let's see. What else?
Is that it for the NFL?
Huh?
The Honors Awards show was yesterday.
Yeah, the Honors Awards.
I don't think there was
yesterday.
any type of.
It wasn't no surprise or shocker. I knew Nick Bosa was gonna win Defensive Player of the Year.
My dog ain't getting out a single first place vote, but Hassan Reddick did.
Hey man, he's been hooping this year.
D-line merchant. He ain't doing that without that Eagles D-line. I don't care.
Well, they put him in a heard from a Cardinals fan. What the Cardinals did compared to what the Eagles are doing, it's a lot different. Like, they put him in a better position.
That's because the Cardinals stink and they trying to make pass rushers off the ball linebackers,
which is dumb.
And speaking of the Cardinals, why can't they find a coach? Is it true that people don't want to coach Kyler Murray?
I don't know.
Because it's almost combine time and they don't have a head coach.
I find that hard to believe that coaches don't want to coach Kyler Murray. A talented QB like that. I know he's 5'10", but dude's talented. He's really good. I feel like, I don't know, it's an NFL job too. It's in Arizona. Like, do you really want to not be a part of that? Like, I don't know.
Trade D-Hop to the Cowboys for a bag of chips.
Nah, I don't know about all that.
Oh man,
You trade him to the Giants. Trade him to the Ravens. Trade it to the Ravens.
Don't trade him to none of them teams.
Trade him to the Ravens.
No, don't trade him to none of them teams. Trade him to the Cowboys, or there will be consequences and repercussions for your franchise and organization.
Don't trade him to no NFC team.
Nasty work. Oh, what's up with your man Rodgers? What he got going on?
Well, this guy, I don't know, he's in his own world, because just like with Brett Favre, he doesn't know what he wants to do, I guess. So he's doing this 4-day sort of isolation where he has no internet, no technology, or nothing.
This guy's an oddball.
Yeah, he's a deep thinker. Those deep thinker guys, Kyrie and Aaron Rodgers and them, they're deep thinkers, and so he's going on a little retreat, I guess you could say, and he's going to be without internet, without Wi-Fi, without any type of technology for 4 days.
18 doses of shrooms in those 4 days.
Yeah, holding the Packers hostage pretty much, and not giving them an answer because they want to make moves, but they can't make moves until he tells them, okay, I want to be here, or I'm gonna retire, or I don't want to be here, trade me. So it is what it is. You can't really say much. I already told you that I want him out of here, but again, it's hard because of the situation in NFC and the fact that teams aren't as talented anymore. But I still want him gone. Like, I already gave my sort of opinion on it last week. So,
have you been doing any draft research, draft scouting? Anything?
Not really. I mean, I know you, but me, I haven't really done much. I mean, the wide receiver from TCU, we talked about him a lot and how we're not really sold.
Yeah, I'm not sold on Quentin Johnson. I'm sorry. One, he's 6'4", but he body catches on jump balls. That's unacceptable. And two, he's fast, but he doesn't look as fast as people say he is.
He doesn't have game day speed.
Yeah, like they say he's like a 4.4 guy, but I'm like,
you don't see it. Like
he's fast sometimes, but then other times like Is he really that fast, or he just has long strides because he's 6'4"? And then his route running isn't really, the best. But then again, he did have Max Duggan, Dugan. He isn't really much of a. He's not really a dude. But he's like wide receiver 3 or 4 on my list.
He reminds me of like Alan Lazard. That's what he reminds me of, bro. Except he probably has more speed than Alan Lazard, but he's a tall guy. He can catch the ball occasionally, but he doesn't wow you.
And he doesn't get much separation.
Exactly. That's exactly like Alan Lazard. So, yeah, I'm not really sold on him either, but I haven't really done a whole lot of research on just the draft itself. One thing I am sort of worried about is Bryce Young's height, like his measurements.
And his weight.
Yeah, his measurements is going to be very telling in the combine and the pro day, because I think that's going to determine where he's picked. Because before the season ended, he was like
consensus QB1.
Yeah, consensus number 1.
I mean,
pick.
most people still do have him make like QB1.
Yeah, consensus like top 2, top 3 pick. But now that C.J. Stroud and his sort of play against Georgia, and then people looking at his sort of measurements, him being, I think he's like 6'3", 6'4", and he's able to scramble. It's going to be very interesting how the QB prospects sort of end up, where they're going to be drafted. But yeah, what else?
I don't think there's much of anything.
Yeah, nothing.
There
really
is
much.
rumors that the Dan Snyder will sell.
Oh, that's a great one. We can talk about that. Yeah, so there's
a few weeks after the Super Bowl.
So yeah, there is rumors about that. Also, that he's going to sell his house. That he's trying to sell his house as well. So yeah, Washington Commanders might be getting a new owner, and Jeff Bezos might be the guy. So if
Dan Snyder he did great things for that organization. That y'all should keep him for. Y'all should give him a lifetime contract.
Will be interesting if Jeff Bezos does buy the Commanders. Will Amazon not have the rights to the NFL like Thursday night anymore? And I think he'll have to sell the Washington Post, because if you're an owner of a franchise and you have
control the media that covers it,
you can't really do that. So he'll probably have to sell the Post as well. So yeah, I wonder if he'll have to, if the Amazon won't have Thursday night anymore because he's the owner.
I don't think that's going to change much.
I don't think that's going to change.
Because it's not like Amazon is buying the Commanders. It's just Jeff Bezos buying the Commanders.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's going to really affect that much.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's...
Oh, the NFL did come out, so they're flexing Monday night games now.
Oh, they are?
In the future.
Yeah.
Or I think Thursday, too. Yeah, I think they're still going to be flexing Monday and Thursday games. So we finally probably won't get trash as Thursday night football next season.
That's interesting. What about the Pro Bowl game? How did you feel about that?
I actually liked it.
Okay.
It seemed like they tried harder without the pads on.
Interesting. See, me, I didn't watch it. I was like, I'm not watching no flag football game.
I was like, I already had the channel ESPN, so I just looked up. Oh, this is kind of entertaining.
Yeah, you're a diehard football fan. Like you.
I will be watching
football.
The XFL too.
See this.
I don't have a team though. I don't have a team yet.
You're a diehard football fan right here. Cause me, I'm not watching no flag football game. I'm not doing it. I don't care who's on the field. You could have Joe Montana in his prime, and I'm not watching him throw flag football. I need you guys in pads. I need to see some hits. The hell, man, what? But yeah, that I'm glad to hear that.
I think I got a notification before we recorded saying that Oh, look, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, yeah. Anywho, it says NFL is encouraged by fan response to flag football and skills contests, and feels the new format is the future.
Okay. Oh yeah, another thing. I know this is NBA, but Anthony Edwards and I think De'Aaron Fox, they're gonna be in the All-Star game. I think that was one of the notifications.
No Anthony Davis though.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. I think that Edwards and De'Aaron Fox, their teams are winning. I think
Pascal Siakam too.
Oh really? Oh, he's gonna replace
KD.
I think so. I think it might be. Let me check. Let me see if I can find the news. NBA. NBA news. See. Damn, it's not showing. It's crazy. I guess I got it going on. But yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's De'Aaron Fox, Anthony Edwards, and Pascal Siakam. Stephen Curry's not gonna play an All-Star game because he got injured.
But wouldn't Kyrie just replace him?
Talking about KD?
No, Kyrie.
No, talking about, I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know. I think he's gonna play in the West. I don't know how that's gonna work. It's gonna be.
Yeah, that is weird. How the heck?
Yeah, let me check. All-Star.
People, it is 60 degrees in the month of February. I am very concerned about this planet. Because usually February when it gets cold,
but that's usually how it is around here.
We had a weekend worth of winter when it was like 20 degrees, and then after that it's been like 40 and up.
Yeah, so yeah, it's official. De'Aaron Fox, Anthony Edwards, Pascal Siakam, they're going to be injury replacements for the All-Star game. And yeah, I like it. No Jalen Brunson, that's unfortunate, but you know, I picked Pascal Siakam in one of my sort of All-Star brackets, so
bruh,
it is what it is. But I think that'll do it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys, like, subscribe, comment down below, and we will get back to you guys on the next episode, and hopefully.
Are we streaming Sunday? Or we just going?
We might. We'll have to see.
We might stream during the Super Bowl.
We might stream, but it depends on a few things. But yeah, right. We'll see. All right. Well, I'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.
I put my life in these sentences. Fucking right, it's either that or life sentences. I'm relatives with Benjamin. I used to give a fuck about my luck when I was innocent. Now what the fuck is up? I'm at your neck like a Pendleton nigga. I need that. Bitch, I need